Hello, today we've got an interesting build. We're going to be making this roof truss. If you need to take a screenshot of it to have the measurements, go ahead and do that now. If you got the book, it's figure 1492. All right, let's slide it off the screen. So we got our SOLIDWORKS. We're going to open up a new part. And once it opens up, kind of slap a sketch onto the old front plane and get us going here. To make this, I'm going to be using a lot of these 3-point corner rectangles. I'm going to start off just down here at my origin point. I'm going to draw the left-hand side of this truss and then just mirror it. Okay, so a nice horizontal line, and I'll assign a value to it. Now the whole thing was 24 feet long, so this left side is going to be 12 feet, aka 144 inches. And I'll assign my actual height of my 2x4 at 4 inches. We're just going to assume that all of our 2x4s are actually 2 inches by 4 inches for today's drawing. Okay, so now I have a fully defined sketch of this single 2x4. And just like that, I'm going to extrude it. Now my extrusions for this truss, I'm going to do on mid-plane. This will become kind of important later when it comes time to mirror things, so we don't have to do everything twice. And we are going to extrude them at a thickness of 2 inches. So mid-plane, 2 inches. Excellent. Got my first 2x4 laid down. Time to slap another one on it. Going to put a sketch on the front plane. And I'm going to do my main diagonal beam over here. Once again, 3-point rectangle. And it touches this point. I'm going to make it longer than it needs to be deliberately, because I can easily trim away excess later. There we go. With my smart dimension, I'm going to assign the fact that it is 4 inches. And now I'm going to assign my angle. Sorry, almost got ahead of myself there. I'm going to assign this angle in here, which is given to us in the drawing as being 30 degrees. Now I'm going to use a line. I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to draw where I would have cut with my skill saw. So using my line tool, click, drag, make sure it's a nice horizontal line, and release. There we go. Now I'm going to use my trim entities to get rid of the extra that I don't need from the line and from that original rectangle. All right, I'm going to zoom out, come up here, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to make a much longer line, that way I can reference all the way down. Click, drag, make sure it's a vertical line, and release. Grab my trim entities, get rid of the extra. There we go. And I've got myself a fully defined sketch for my second 2x4 in this build. Go into my features, going to extrude, and I want it to be mid-plane, 2 inches. Perfect. And we're just going to keep on going. I'm going to add another sketch. I'm going to put it on the front plane, and this time it's going to be the inner 2x4 that runs right in here. So 3-point rectangle, it comes up to this point, runs towards the center, and I'm going to make it deliberately longer than I need it. And then I'll come in and I'll assign some values. So I'm going to give it its width of 4 inches. And then I'm going to assign the angle using my smart dimension tool. There we go. And I need that to be 30 degrees. Excellent. Now I'm going to use my line to draw my cut and use my trim tool to get rid of all the extra. Ooh. If you ever trim too much with the trim tool, you see how I went back over that little red dot, and it brings it back for me. All right, so let's try that again. And my trim tool. Because it's easy to get a little too excited with the old power trim occasionally. And I grab my line tool. Same thing down here. Drawing my line, grabbing my trim tool, trying not to trim too much away this time. And don't forget the little end of the 2x4 that's hanging out. Okay, it's currently saying that the sketch is underdefined. So I'll go into my selection tool. I'll select this actual cut line. And I'll select the line that I was using to reference. So Control, select them both. And I'll say that they're collinear. And I'll save that. And I'll do the same thing down here. Grab my little cut line, hold Control, grab the line that I referenced off of, say they're collinear. And there we go. Now we have a fully defined sketch. Good. So I can go into my features and I can extrude it. Once again, extruding mid-plane 2 inches. Perfect. And here we go, another sketch on the front plane. And this is going to be the one that runs from here back up to this main diagonal beam. Again, 3-point rectangle. Make it longer than you need it to be. Great. I'm grabbing the Smart Dimension tool, slapping a width on here of 4 inches. Perfect. Now I'm going to assign my angle that is given to us in the drawing as being 60 degrees. Grab my line tool, draw my cut, and use my trim tool to get rid of the extra that I don't need. Come down to the bottom of this one and do the same thing. Draw my cut. And you see I deliberately make them way longer than they need to be just because then it makes it easier to trim them. Make them tiny and then you're shooting for a small target when you're trimming. Okay, saying that I'm underdefined, so I will say that these are collinear once more. So I'll get into my selection tool, select the line that I referenced, select the little cut line that I drew while holding Control, say collinear. And come down here, do the same thing. My little line, hold Control, the big line that I referenced, collinear. And now we're fully defined. Go into my features, boss extrude, mid-plane 2 inches. Excellent. All right, so here is the basic 2x4 structure for this truss. And in the next video, we will slap in some gussets. Hope this was helpful.